2 red cards, no control. I think Spurs have only really got themselves to blame. So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever one happens to be for you. I hope you're doing well. So let's get straight into it. Firstly, I want to start with the starting 11. I was a little bit shocked to see that he was playing Bergvall and Gray. Not personally what I would have gone for. However, the rest of the team, absolutely, I probably would have picked. I have to be honest, because I don't think there's really many other options. So, yeah, that's what I would have picked. But, yeah, I was a bit shocked to see Bergvall going to be playing on that left-hand side. At first, obviously, it was a bit of a who knows if he's playing him on the left, is he playing him in the middle, is he playing Xavi over the left? So, but yeah, that one was a little bit of a surprise for me. Let me know what you think about the starting lineup. I would love to hear what you have to say. But I don't think he actually got it wrong. I'm not going to lie. The first half, I think that before the red card, I think that we weren't playing fantastic, but neither were Liverpool. I felt like we were very sloppy with giving the ball away and just kicking it out for corners and for throw-ins, and just ball like one of the balls that Romero did. It was rushed, like a couple of times you just feel like they were rushing. It felt like they were under pressure when we weren't really under pressure. Liverpool, like I say, I don't think they really offered that much. I don't think they were fantastic. Then comes the red card. Now, I'm going to be honest, in this day and age, you can't be doing that because VAR will check it. And even if the referee gave a yellow, we all know it's going to be checked. And with what happened in slow-mo, there was no way on earth he was getting away with just getting a yellow. Let's be completely honest. So, Xavi went off. And I'm going to be honest, after that, I don't think we actually played badly. I actually think we played quite well on the counter. I felt like we were attacking. I do think that we did actually try to attack. I don't see any problem with that at all. Like, we went in 0-0 at half-time. And, yeah, I felt like that in the balance of play, that was probably quite fair because I don't think they offered that much, like I say, and I don't think we did particularly. But once we went to 10 men, I felt like we actually did try and score a little bit more, and we were quite good on the counter. So, yeah, I do think that actually it wasn't too bad. Then we'll get into the second half. So, I do think that the second half, it was inevitable that they were going to get a goal in a way because they were going to put us under a lot of pressure, and they did do that, really. They did put us under quite a bit of pressure. We were absorbing it. And a couple of times we did hit them on the break though. So again, we did actually look quite dangerous, and like we could have actually scored ourselves. But what happened was Romero passed the ball, and we ended up losing it in quite close to our goal. And yeah, it was pretty bad. We were all out of sorts because it looked like we were going to try and catch them on the break and counter. We ended up being all out of position, and yeah, we did have the goal scored against us. But Isak did actually go off after that with a really bad injury. I don't know exactly what it is at the moment, but it didn't look good at all for him. But anyway, I was furious about that. I'm not going to lie. I was furious. Then I felt like this is when we sort of lost our heads, is when they then scored a second goal when I think it was at TK. He got up and he put his hands on Romero's back, 2 hands, and he fell over and scored the goal. And obviously they scored the goal. Romero fell over. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have seen these given as fouls and the goal be chalked off, but I've also seen them not given as fouls. So it is a little bit 50-50, but I do think he did put both hands on his back for sure, and maybe Romero did make the most of it, possibly, and maybe that's why the referee didn't give it, probably because it's Romero as well. Reputation does precede him, and perhaps that's why. But I do think it was 2 hands on his back. I'm not going to lie about it. But again, I do feel like that they I do feel like that was a point that it was boiling over because I felt like we kind of lost our heads a little bit more in that moment and continued to lose our heads. After that, we were sloppy, we were losing the ball, we were just absolutely all over the place. All over the place, and we are lucky we didn't concede more goals, if I'm completely honest with you, because we did kind of lose it. And yeah, it was not good. He did make some changes quite early on. There was a moment after that goal, I think that he did take off Kudos then. And I don't think Kudos played particularly well, but we'll get into that later. And yeah, we made changes. We managed to get a goal back with Richie, which he wasn't on the pitch very long, and he managed to get a goal because obviously he hates Liverpool since he used to play for Everton. And it was a well taken goal, and I was happy that we got one back, thinking this could be a chance. And after that, we actually put on a lot of pressure onto them. And they looked like they were the ones playing with 10 men. They weren't playing well at all. We were absolutely pressurising them. They couldn't get the ball out. It kept coming back to us. Then we won a free kick, and as Romero got up, he did kick out. I don't know if he meant to, if he was just moving his leg, or if he had that little bit left on. I don't know if he, I don't know what goes through his head, but it was ridiculously stupid because we just won a free kick in a dangerous position, and he ended up getting a second yellow and a red card. So we were down to 9. And even when we're playing with 9 men, I actually think that we actually did really well. We really did try and keep the ball and score a goal. We actually did manage to retain possession, even though we had 9 men. It was mad. I don't know. Liverpool did not look good. And so, if I'm honest, and on the balance of player things, I actually think that probably an equaliser would have been fair, and the points shared would have been actually quite fair, because I don't think we did bad. So let me know what you think about the halves of football. Maybe you disagree about how I view it. Maybe you agree. Let me know. So my negatives are the discipline. Xavi was very silly to do what he did. So was Romero. We had a lot of talking back to the ref, and that's why he got his first card. So that was very silly of him to do it and then end up getting a second. I do think that we did lose our heads a little bit and ended up getting quite a lot of yellow cards. Benny got one, Van der Ven got one, and now they're on Poro, and now they've got 4, which means if they get another, they're going to miss the next game. But I don't know when they're wiped. I can't remember. However, that's not good. Like, the discipline was a little bit out the window. I think we were sloppy, like I say, in possession. We did actually give the ball away quite a lot. We ended up kicking it out a lot, just misplaced passes and stuff. It was very frustrating. I didn't enjoy that part at all. We did lose our composure 100%. We lost composure completely when we were just, like I say, unnecessarily needing to do so. I don't think we needed to do that, because I think that we rattled them at points and we didn't need to lose our heads. So yeah, I do think that Kudos didn't play very well, and that's why he was dragged off. I do think a lot of the time he was slowing the player down, or he was running once and he controlled it really poorly and left the ball behind him when we had a chance to break. By the time he sorted himself out, they had all got back. And a couple of times he did do that. He really, really slowed the play down when we had the opportunity to break really quickly. So that was really annoying. We just made that game really harder than it needed to be, if I'm honest. We didn't need to go down by 2 men. That was just silly. So yeah, they're my negatives. My positives would be that actually I think we showed a lot of fight. We showed a lot of heart. We actually showed that we wanted to win the game. We actually wanted to attack, and I really did enjoy that. I think that Spence was really good today. I think that he was full of energy. He was running up and down that pitch. When we broke, he was really making sure he drove us forward, and I do think he actually did very well today. And I don't think he was hiding. I don't think he was he didn't wither away because we went down a man and then down another man. He really did step up. So yeah, I really am pleased with that. And yeah, like I say, I think that the fact that we tried to fight even with 9 men and to get that equaliser just shows that they're still fighting for Thomas Frank. So I don't think they've quite given up on him or down tools as some might have thought. And I did say I didn't think they had down tools, but they wanted to see more maybe attacking style and actually patterns of play that they can work with. So yeah, I do think that they didn't think that. I think that there was a lot of problems, but I just don't think we gave up. So yeah, it was 2-1, and I think that there was stuff still we need to work on for sure. But I think overall, I'm actually pleased with that performance. So I'll leave it there. Please make sure that you let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section, because I would love to know them. What your thoughts on the game were, on players were, on what happened with Romero and with Xavi were. So yeah, I'd love to know. Take very, very good care of yourselves, and we'll speak again real soon.